just want to do a quick recap of simple and compound interest. Let's assume this scenario here. Okay, we are going to invest 10,000 Rand into some account that's offering a 10% per annum interest rate. Okay, so let's see how this 10,000 Rand is affected over the years, depending on whether we put it into a simple interest account or a compound interest account. Okay, so you'll all agree, okay, invested was 10,000 into both accounts. The P here is your 10,000. Your I is 10%, don't forget the percent, and your N is 1. So put that on your calculator and see what you get. You'll end up with 11,000 Rand. Now, let's do it for the second year. Okay, so your P stays the same. You always put 10,000 Rand in the beginning. Your interest rate's the same, but your N is now 2 years. And you'll see it returns 12,000 Rand. Just do it and see that you know what's going on. So basically, guys, every single year, you're getting your 10% on the original value that you invested. So it's always your 10% of 10,000. So after 3 years, you'll have 13,000. 4 years, you'll have 14,000. And after 50 years, your N is going to become 50. And you'll see, you end up with a massive 60,000 Rand in your account. After 50 years, what's 60,000 Rand going to be worth in 50 years' time? Nothing. Good luck if you can buy a bottle of milk. Alright, but now let's look at this compound interest. Okay, which is a much better way to go if you're investing money. Terrible if you're borrowing or loaning, but brilliant if you're investing. Okay, so can you see how the formula is slightly different? The N is in the power. Okay, so again, 10,000 Rand was invested. So after 1 year, your P stays 10,000. Your P is always 10,000 because that's what I invested in the first place. Okay, your I will stay 10%, just like simple, but your N is on the outside here, and after 1 year, it's just a 1. So stick it into the formula and check what you get. Again, you'll get 11,000. Okay, so they're the same. Because both were 10% of 10,000. But now, with compound interest, the next year, they're not going to give you 10% of 10,000 like they did with the simple interest. They're going to give you 10% of the 11,000. So obviously your money is going to grow a little bit more. Your N is now going to be 2. Just remember that with this formula here, it's designed to take into account the fact that the 10% interest was calculated on this 11,000, not the 10,000 as in simple interest. Alright, so put these values here into the formula, and what do you get after year 2? You will get 12,100, a little bit more than the simple interest equivalent. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go up here and I'm going to change this 2 to a 3. And you see, they're going to calculate the interest on that, not the 10,000 as in the simple interest. So go for it, see what you get. Okay, you should have got, let's make it green, 13,310 as opposed to the 13,000. Now let's go and make this number here a 4 for the fourth year. And what do you get? Yeah, you get 14,641. So you can see it's definitely growing year by year. And it doesn't make such a big difference if you're only investing for a few years, 1, 2, 3, 4 years. But if you're investing for 50 years, let's have a look and see what the difference becomes. So all you're going to do is you're going to kill all of this here. I don't want these powers of n. I'm going to raise it to a power of 50. These two stay the same. I always invested 10,000 in the beginning. I always had a 10% interest rate, but when it's compounded for the 50 years, what do we get? Holy mother of pearl. Instead of your 60,000 with your simple interest, we're going to get 1,173,000 rand, 908.53 cents. All right, so let that be a gigantic lesson to you as a young person. And you know, I hope if your parents are watching this, they aren't regretting anything.